Hello everyone, welcome back to Fenralian Gamer. Today, we're going to talk about the strongest theories, leaks, and possible story developments surrounding Horizon 3. The Nemesis threat, the Dark Aloy theory, new regions, new tribes, and the grand finale that could shape the future of the series. We'll break it all down one by one. If you love the Horizon universe as much as I do, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button before we dive in. Your support means the world to us. Let's get started. The massive cliffhanger left by Horizon Forbidden West pushed expectations for the future of the series to an all-time high. While Guerrilla Games hasn't made any official announcements yet, both players and critics see Horizon 3 less as an if and more of a when, especially with the emergence of the Nemesis threat. All signs point to the third game delivering the franchise's biggest finale yet. Horizon 3 won't just shape Aloy's story, it will shape the fate of humanity itself. Nemesis is an AI born from the mistakes of Farzanit, powerful enough to wipe out the entire planet. At the end of Forbidden West, we learned it was heading straight toward Earth, instantly becoming the greatest threat the Horizon universe has ever seen. Aloy knows she can't face this power alone. That's why one of the main themes of Horizon 3 will likely be the unification of tribes and communities. From the Nora to the Quen, the fates of countless cultures may hang in the balance of this war. But Nemesis isn't the only problem that needs solving. At the end of Forbidden West, Hepastus managed to escape, unleashing yet another disaster on humanity. This AI continues to endlessly produce machine armies, posing one of the biggest threats to the biosphere. Horizon 3 might weave a story where players battle Nemesis while also racing against time to recapture Hepastus. This dual threat will likely keep the game's pacing relentlessly intense. The characters standing beside Aloy will also play crucial roles in the new game. Beta, her clone sister introduced in Forbidden West, had her story fleshed out, and in Horizon 3, her knowledge, technological skills, and unique perspective could become vital in the fight against Nemesis. Meanwhile, Seika, who won over fans in Burning Shores, stands out as a powerful ally. How her bond with Aloy will evolve in the new game could add even more emotional depth for players. One of the biggest mysteries, however, still lies with Silence. Played by the late Lance Reddick, Silence has always been a self-serving, charismatic, yet dangerous figure. His decision to stay on Earth to prepare for the Nemesis war made his motivations even murkier. Horizon 3 may finally reveal his true intentions. Will he be Aloy's greatest ally or her most dangerous enemy? One of the most talked about theories for Horizon 3 is the idea of a Dark Aloy. A dark version of Aloy created by AI as a perfect copy would bring a new psychological and dramatic dimension to the story. This clone wouldn't just mimic Aloy's face, it could replicate her intelligence, combat tactics, and even emotional instincts. In other words, Aloy's toughest battle could end up being against her own reflection. Such a showdown could elevate the game from a straightforward action story to something deeply philosophical. The existence of Dark Aloy wouldn't just be a physical threat, it could spark a crisis of trust. Allies like Beta, Seika, and others might at times doubt the real Aloy. Imagine a village attacked by Dark Aloy, only for the real Aloy to show up hours later. Who would they believe? These dilemmas could introduce dramatic choices and trust tests into Horizon 3's gameplay. Players wouldn't just be fighting machines. They'd be forced to make decisions balancing loyalty and betrayal. In the midst of this chaos, Seika could serve as a crucial anchor. The strong bond that began in Burning Shores may deepen in Horizon 3, but Dark Aloy's potential manipulation of this bond could create one of the game's most dramatic breaking points. Seika's choices about whom to trust will impact not only the story's direction, but also the player's emotional investment. Guerrilla Games could use these dynamics to craft truly unforgettable moments. For Beta, the arrival of Dark Aloy could be nothing short of a nightmare. Already struggling with her own identity and the reality of being a clone, facing the threat of a bad copy would add even more psychological turmoil. The three-way conflict between Aloy, Beta, and Dark Aloy could form the emotional core of Horizon 3, giving players not just epic battle sequences but also powerful, character-driven story moments. At the same time, the fate of the Apollo database remains a mystery. This archive, containing humanity's entire history, has yet to be activated. If Dark Aloy or Nemesis were to gain access to it, a new catastrophe could be on the horizon. Such a scenario could transform Horizon 3 into more than just an action game. It could become a thought-provoking exploration of humanity, knowledge, and responsibility. Guerrilla Games might even give players choices that make the story feel heavier and more impactful. Geographically, Horizon 3 is expected to expand the scope of the series. At the end of Forbidden West, Silence was seen studying a map of South America, hinting at new lands to explore. This region's rich ecosystems, tropical jungles, and rugged mountains could add fresh visual diversity. Players could encounter new cauldrons, never before seen machines, and entirely new cultures. Guerrilla Games could use this expansion to keep the series fresh while building the world on a larger scale. The Quen tribe could also play a pivotal role. Introduced in Forbidden West, this society stood out with its advanced technology and deep-rooted traditions. In Horizon 3, internal conflicts within the Quen might create new challenges for Aloy and Seika to resolve. While their technological edge could provide a strategic advantage against Nemesis and Dark Aloy, their divisions could just as easily prevent unity. Players might face missions that blend diplomacy with action as they work to unite this powerful tribe. New machines will undoubtedly be among the biggest surprises for players. Horizon is famous for its mechanical beasts, and each installment has pushed boundaries further. After battling colossal threats like the Metal Devil in Burning Shores, players should prepare for even larger and more sophisticated machines in Horizon 3. Especially with Nemesis potentially commanding armies of machines, the game could deliver the franchise's largest scale battles yet, offering an almost apocalyptic atmosphere. The Decima engine will also be a major strength of Horizon 3. The same engine powering Death Stranding 2 has already set a high bar for visuals and detail. Guerrilla Games could push this technology even further in Horizon 3 with more realistic environments, dynamic weather systems, and massive battle scenes. Even the controversial release of Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered may have been a strategic step to ensure visual consistency with the upcoming game. Taken together, Horizon 3 looks less like just another game and more like the peak of Aloy's legend. It's being framed as the epic finale of her hero's journey. Aloy's fate will also decide the futures of Beta, Seika, and even Silence. Horizon 3 isn't just an action story about battling machines. It's shaping up to be a layered narrative about trust, betrayal, identity, and humanity's future. Guerrilla Games seems to be aiming not just to end the series but to redefine how hero stories are told in games. As the story nears its climax, Horizon 3's biggest scene will almost certainly be Aloy's showdown with Dark Aloy. This won't just be a duel between two characters, it'll be a clash between hope and despair, free will and the cold logic of AI. Players won't just be defeating an enemy, they'll be defending Aloy's identity and the core values of humanity. Guerrilla Games is expected to make this scene unforgettable on both an emotional and visual level. This confrontation will likely give players critical choices: destroy Dark Aloy or try to save her. That decision could shape not just the ending of the game, but the entire future of the Horizon universe. If saved, Dark Aloy might even star in a spin-off. If destroyed, Aloy's journey could end in tragic but heroic fashion. Either way, players would experience one of the most emotionally charged finales in gaming history. Meanwhile, the Nemesis threat will reach its peak. With massive machine assaults, united tribal armies, and destruction raining from the skies, Horizon's world could descend into unprecedented chaos. In the heart of this war, Aloy won't just stand as a warrior, but as a leader. Under her guidance, humanity might fight for freedom one last time. Guerrilla Games could use these sequences to fully showcase the power of next-gen consoles. By the end of Horizon 3, Aloy's story will likely conclude. Whether through selfless heroism, bittersweet victory, or a world-changing decision, her journey will leave a lasting mark on players. But this won't be the end of the Horizon universe. The mysteries of Apollo, the role of Gaia, and the fate of the tribes could open doors to new characters and spin-off games. In conclusion, Horizon 3 isn't just the finale of a trilogy, it's a chance to raise the bar for storytelling, visuals, and emotional impact in gaming. As Guerrilla Games closes Aloy's chapter, they're set to deliver both massive battles and deeply moving experiences. This game could cement Aloy's legacy as one of gaming's greatest heroes, while setting the Horizon universe up for an even bigger future. Nemesis, Dark Aloy, and the fate of the tribes. It looks like we're in for both an emotional and epic adventure. Aloy's story may be ending, but the Horizon universe is only just beginning. What kind of finale do you think Guerrilla Games is preparing? Share your thoughts in the comments, we'll discuss it together. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. See you in the next one.